Right, guys, so Chris Eubank Jr. beats Marcus Morrison by unanimous decision over 10 rounds. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video, drop your comments in the comment section below. Easy work for Eubank Jr. What do you guys think about the fight? Were you surprised by how Eubank Jr. was so dominant in the fight? Did you expect more from Marcus Morrison? What is you guys' take? I want to know what you guys thought about Chris Eubank Jr. versus Marcus Morrison. If you want to support the channel, hit the PayPal link in the description. You can hit me up on KO Boxing Vibe 1 on Twitter, official KO Boxing Vibe on Instagram, and make sure you hit the follow button on both of those social media platforms. So Eubank Jr., hats off to him. He came in the fight. He looked like he had the more energy. He looked the more dangerous. He was kind of, he kind of looked like, I don't want to say he was like Roy Jones, but obviously you can kind of see the Roy Jones effect on his movement. And, just some things in there. If you watch the fight for yourself, you can just see his movement. You can see the impact, the kind of similarities between him. Not full total similarities between him and Roy Jones, but you can see the Roy Jones influence on his movement. He kind of fought in spots, so he would open up shots at various points, and they were quite dangerous, quite lethal on Marcus Morrison. Dangerous shots. He would open up the hands. At different points, I thought Marcus Morrison was gonna get stopped, but he was able to hold it in there. In order, because it's better for him to go to 12 rounds so he can have decent stock and say he went 12 rounds to Eubank Jr. than to get stopped and look like he was a knockover job. So hats off to him for being able to, take the shots and be able to stay in there. A couple times he was able, because of Eubank Jr.'s exuberance, going, he could clearly see that he was confident in there. Eubank Jr. opening up his hands, with a little bit, not total disregard, but he kind of, I don't think he was as aware as I believe he should have been of maybe the shots that can come back in return for Marcus Morrison, because he got caught by, I think he got caught by a hook. Was it in round 9? I think. He was spinning off. He got caught with some shots here and there, but that's obviously stuff that he can tidy up. If you're going to be going on to fight a guy like Golovkin and Achalo, I assume he won't be doing all this. He's going to be much more attentive, because if those guys catch you, those guys have the power to really, get your legs wobbling. So overall, I'm just coming off the fight just now, so it was a solid, good win for Eubank Jr. He hasn't fought in a while, so it's pretty good that he got like the 10 rounds in compared to just getting a stoppage. So great win for Eubank Jr. Who do you think he should fight next? Golovkin's out there, Charlo's out there, Korobov. There's Sergey Deverenchenko. There's a lot of fighters out there. There's even Canelo. Canelo's out there. A rematch with Billy Joe Saunders, maybe after Billy Joe's fight with Canelo. Maybe they can get that one in a domestic showdown, since both guys seem to be fighting with Matchroom. So it might be interesting, man. So overall, solid victory from Chris Eubank Jr. Hats off to Marcus Morrison, being able to stick in there and land some decent eye-catching shots, keep his stock up there a little bit. Eddie Hearn might bring him on for more shows. So overall, good ticking over fight for Eubank Jr. Get those rounds in. So drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you guys have to say about this one? What say you? This is my 2 cents. What's your 2 cents? Are you, who are you looking forward to Eubank Jr. fighting next? Who do you think he should fight next? Who do you want him to fight next? Where does Eubank Jr. go from here? So drop your comments in the comment section below. Looking forward to the Katie Taylor fight. Looking forward to the Derek Chisora. The main event is what I'm looking for. Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker. I'm going to drop my post-fight reaction to that fight as well. So looking forward to it, man. Cool.